Hello YouTube, welcome to the next video and all that jazz. What a game. What a game. Every now and again you think it's pulling up its pants and it's about to stop doing what it has been doing, but then it just dunks its testicles onto your face and stuffs a finger up your bum and starts telling you to be quiet and not to scream. Oh, Dark Souls. Dark Souls! Sen's Fortress indeed. Well, no, I won't fuck around with the bow. That sounds like stupidity. Stupidity on toast. I've lost the LGBT. No, that's not... I wasn't describing homosexuality there. That was pretty much a clear description of a rape scenario. It's got nothing to do with being gay. I mean, of course, you know, there can be gay rapists, I imagine. I mean, I don't imagine, I'm sure I've heard of them. Jeffrey Dahmer, I think... Oh, he didn't rape anyone, did he? This has gone to a very dark place, Ad. Why do you do this to me? How? What is the little lever you're pulling in my brain that sends me off on a tangent of serial killers and rapists? I suppose it's my fault, really. I mentioned Sir Jimmy. I've lost a viewer after all that little outburst. LGBT, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender. I know my terminology. At least I think that's what it is. If not, it's something very similar. Those of a sexually diverse nature. Well, not even sexually, I suppose. That's right. The snake guy was no match for me. Okay, here we go. Oh, reading the chat. Oh, I'm not even dead. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, enough. If smacking my cheeks to the tune of classical music is not enough, I may have to engage in some more Mongolian or Tuavan throat singing. Those who have seen the stream before will often see me doing the Tuavan throat singing, either in response to great adversity, as a kind of meditation technique, or as a spontaneous outburst to victory on some occasions. That, after a really tough boss fight, I have been known to spontaneously throat sing. And my nasal passages are clear tonight, no hay fever, so the likelihood of throat singing is wildly increased. How'd you like that, Snakey? How'd you like that? Is that good for you? Do you like it? Do you think that could be something you could get to love? Dizam. My feed, has my feed gone all spazzy? Oh, spazzy? I can't say that. That's terrible. That's mocking the afflicted. That's as bad as being a homophobe. Ready and go. Here we go. Scrottux, trapped in the middle. Blah blah. Here we go. Oh, you fucking bastards! Here we go. Ululating? Surely you mean ululating, or ululating, like or something of that nature. Something with a lot of in it. Maybe I should use the Fremen war cry. I should say Muad'Dib. Come on in. Come on. Silence. Give me a bit of that sweet ting ting. Ha! Oh, how do you like those apples, hmm? Are they sweet? Filled with bitter pips? Uh-oh. Copyright violation. Andrew Lloyd Webber is speaking to his lawyers right now. A little bit of Wagner for you. It's my little interpretation of the Tannhauser Overture. See, I'm not just a gamer. I know a little bit of world culture. Unfortunately, the one piece of world culture that I choose to reveal that I'm aware of is indelibly linked to Nazism, and therefore painting me in a poor light. LBGT? Who's LBGT? We're heading into dangerous territory here. Some people get really het up about being called lesbian, gay, bisexual or transgender. Any of those labels can be a wonderful thing to apply to someone willing, but when someone doesn't want to be called that, you know. Libel! And just in case anybody on the internet is unaware, this is the worst possible country you could libel somebody in. I mean, in terms strictly of legal fees, I'm pretty sure it's actually cheaper to bum babies than to commit libel in England. I mean, yeah, sure, you're probably going to spend longer in prison, no doubt. But in terms of how much you're spending on your criminal defence, not really a cost calculation that's ever really been advisable. Slander? Slander. So what's libel? What's the difference between libel and slander? Because they're both saying someone did something they did or didn't do, or is something they are or aren't. Or at least that's my interpretation. I managed to talk and go through here at the same time. I mean, that makes me a proper Billy Big Bollocks. Proper Billy Big Bollocks. Righty-ho, let's take a look and see what's going on here then. Where's my boulder? Where's me rolling boulder? You bastard. Right then, if I can't have a rolling boulder, I'm going to bring some rolling thunder. Here it comes. Okay, so if I do it in the chat, it's libel, and if I just say it out loud, it's slander. Nice. Why they need a legal distinction between the two, I don't know. just make the act itself the criminal thing. Right, this is where the boulder comes down, isn't it? Come on. Here, boulder, 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 boulder. Here, boulder, 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 boulder. Well go. There we go. Although, having said that, doesn't Twitch count as publication? Does that boulder start at a random position every time? I think it bloody does. Uh-oh. 4 arms, eh? Impressive. Until you get sliced up. Right, here we go. Interesting, the stream's turned legal all of a sudden. Oh, whoa, no, no. Ah. Turd-covered breasts. There's my little outburst for that situation. Oh. Hello. Getting too close to that minute now for me to fuck up with this guy. Got to take it nice and careful. And then bring some sweet, sweet justice. Please excuse my belch. It was neither long enough nor well timed enough to be used as a word. I'm so uncouth. With the delay in the stream, I'm not quite sure what you are referring to being better than being homophobic or rapey, but I'm going to get hit by a boulder and it's going to wipe me out because I'm a fucking idiot. Oh yes, I'm sure actually thinking of it, being libelous, which is probably what you're talking about, is definitely better than being homophobic or rapey. Or are you talking about belittling the afflicted? We're on some dark threads tonight, sirs. Assuming, of course, in the most terrible of misogynistic ways, that Eddie Price is indeed a man. Not that I'm implying that you are not a man, if you are. But it is entirely possible that there's a woman out there called Eddie. I can just imagine their parents sitting there thinking, what should we call our beautiful daughter? Her face so serene. An object of relaxation for us to gaze into. And then they were like, oh, maybe we should name her after the ripples on the surface of water. Or, you know, flowing, rippling lines. And they ended up coming to Eddie by way of a thesaurus. How would you like that, sir? Would you care for a side order of pain? Oh, sorry. I brought too much pain, and now you're dead. Slander is better than rapey. Most things are better than rapey, you know. Anyone getting a bit rapey, you got to be like, oh, come on. Let's calm down. That's not a good place to be. That's not a good mindset to be in. Let's stop being rapey. I mean, arguably, perhaps, killy is worse than rapey, but it's not a distinction you want to be making. You want to be leaving that to the judge. A judge. Judges. Saying the judge as though there's some kind of direct situation in which you are currently involved with the judge. Not that I know you aren't. Fuck you, serpent guy. Pedivores? Eating children. Ah, that's interesting. Yeah. Pedivores. I would put them worse than paedophiles. You know, I have kids, and you know, if I was forced to choose between the two, and neither seems like a pleasant option, I would much rather they got eaten. No, I'd much rather got fucked than eaten. You know, neither would be a nice outcome. I nearly said I'd rather they got eaten than fucked. That would be mad. That would be madness of the highest order. But I would definitely prefer that. Prefer is a bad term here. I'm really sort of straying into poor parenting territory here. You know, at gunpoint, forced to choose, I'd rather they live. Judge Dredd? Is he a noted pedophile? And if you mean the comic book character from 2000 AD, I believe his name is spelt with D-R-E-E-D. Or D-R-E-D-D, something like that. Not the usual spelling. Oh, I think I might have got a bit better at the timing on that. A best of YouTube clip of my faux pas. Yes, that would probably make you guys laugh, but unfortunately it will make my toes curl so badly I won't be able to wear my shoes. Mind you, all of my faux pas are usually swiftly followed by an instant correction. Boulder or no boulder? No boulder, it seems. Here we are. I have strayed too wildly from discussing what is actually happening on this game here and discussing esoteric legal points. That I think it's time for me to get the head back in the game and start talking about what's happening right here on the screen. Here we go. Oh, by the way, how does my stream look, everybody? Is it stuttering at all, or having any issues? Because I am trying to iron out the bugs, as it were, so to speak. Ah, what the blazes! You know, and if you guys aren't happy with the stream quality, then Vox Populi, Vox Dei, as Jacob Rees-Mogg has repeatedly been seen to say. I'll make efforts to correct it. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to arrange to preface statements with what you're referring to, because I get a big delay, so I've already gone on and rambled some crazy bullshit before I see your text. Damn you, Boulder! Damn you in the eyes that you don't have! Okay, here we go. We're in a better position now. I'm going to push the lever. I'm going to push the lever again. Oh wait, it didn't pop that time going the other way, did it? You need to engage with a grammatical odyssey. Every statement from you needs to be a masterpiece of written prose. Right, now I should have smashed out any weird doorways that those boulders can take out. Let's see what goes on down here. A stairway? How intriguing. Maybe I shall investigate, yes? Well, your fault is a rude way of putting it. It's just that, let's say, your presence encouraged me to say intemperate things, and even though I had 4 viewers at one point, they've all decided that they would rather not listen to the kind of shit that comes up. Locked my ass. That doesn't look like a fun drop to have. I need to find some gibbet keys. Have a good night. See you on the flip-flop, chunky nut. Have a good night and sleep well. What the fucking hell? Oh! 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 Salut. Skål. Cheers. Kampai. So we're down to one viewer. You are my lone and only beautiful viewer, casting the radiant light of your attention on my meaningless activities. I'll bet you are. I'll bet you are. I bet you'll wank your knackers flat tonight watching that. You'll go onto YouTube, you'll watch me feeling the pain of Dark Souls death, and you'll wake up with testicles like bat's wings in the morning. Ting 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 ting. Yeah, you can do 2 hits if you want, but it won't work. Yeah. Okay, here we go. That's it, that's how you do it. You get in behind them and you press the advantage. Chop chop. In we go. Okay. The pendulum room again. Ho! Gargan, diddly dargan. Sloppy. Very, very sloppy. I may need to take a break in a moment. I don't know if I can keep pressing on for too much longer. Certainly my bladder is imploring me to give up for a moment and at least take that trip downstairs. But my brain and my heart drive me on. The bladder being a subordinate organ. Okay. Time to stand, take stock of things. Oh, by the way, if you are viewing and haven't followed me previously, I would very much appreciate it if you did, because I have recently set up, but not yet been able to test, the pop-up notifications for when people follow or donate. So yeah, I would love to see if that works. That's just like a craven plea for you to follow me. Oh, look at that! And now I've been punished for my greedy outburst. Gotta start paying more attention. That is the key here. Come on, Serpentor. Out here. Come to me, and I will lay my steel upon you. I'll slide my katana between your buns, and you'll find out a new meaning of the word funds, which isn't really actually a word. Ooh, singing seemed to be therapeutic. My dulcet tones heralded victory. Maybe the frequencies produced by my throat were actually so resonant with the very fabric of the universe itself that they changed the ability I have to react. Possibly, it's a possibility, but a long shot, I would say. Not even gonna stop. Boom! And then the next one we run! There we go. This guy can just take an arrow to the chest. I know it's more traditional for arrows to go to the knee in these days in fantasy role-playing scenarios, but I like to stick with the effective spots to stick arrows. The head and the heart. Okie dokie. Pig in a pokey. Are you ready to witness the divine whittling technique? Slowly, slowly, like a carpenter forming a spoon from a branch, I reveal the true shape of death by whittling away the life of my opponent. Ah, come on. May you be entombed in penis cheese, you heathen fool. There we go. Timing's getting better. Hooray! Victory! Success! Hurrah! Boom! 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 Ah! Everything's gone to pot, and as my dashboard is reporting no viewers, I feel like this would be an excellent time for me to take a break. So just in case anybody pops onto the stream, I'm going to set my ID graphic up and have some music playing, and for now I'll stop the YouTube recording.